Hi everyone, Tasha here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you 3 easy, clean and simple cards using items from the Hedgehog Hollow's May subscription box. To begin, I'm going through the ephemera pieces included in this month's set, and there's so many pieces to choose from. You can either use them the way they come, so you could have this black and white design, or you can foil them because they have the toner on top. I decided I wanted to have them foiled. I'm going in with some gold mink foil, and I'm using gold for all 3 of my cards. I'm only showing 2 of the images here, but I actually did a total of 3. So I have these headphones and then 2 instruments. I just cut a little piece of gold foil, and then I layered it on top of this ephemera piece and ran it through the mink with some parchment paper. You can also use a laminator if you have one, and it would work just as well. I peeled it up, and then you have this really nice gold metallic foiled instrument, which I just love. And I think that the gold looks really pretty with these. I know some people did it with the different rainbow colors, and that looks awesome as well. So really, I don't think there's a bad way to do the foil design. It's always really pretty. I'm going to go over to my MISTI, and I'm just positioning my headphones to make sure I have room for the sentiment. The stamp set I'm using is called Music Speaks. It's a 6x8 set that includes several musical images and some sentiments. The sentiment I'm going with is called Music Feeds the Soul, and I'm going to stamp it with Color Hive Clear embossing ink, and I'm just going to dust it first with my powder tool just to make sure that I get a clean embossed image. So I'm going to go in with that Color Hive Clear, and it's a really great ink for embossing. I've had really good results with it. And my new favorite tool is the Maker Forte First Impression Smoosher tool. So that also has been helping so much with my embossing of sentiments. So I'm going in with just some white embossing powder. This one's an ultra fine one, and I'm going to hit it with my heat gun. Another good thing that you can do when you are embossing is just make sure that when you're using your powder tool that you put it all over the area that you're going to get that embossing powder. It helps that you don't get those random specks of embossing powder, so just make sure you do cover that whole area. Then I just trimmed it down over with my Tim Holtz trimmer, and I used my Maker Forte brush just to brush off the powder. So that's a really good tool to have as well. I'm going to go cut a piece of this really pretty aqua cardstock before creating a base. Now for the base, I'm just going to fold a piece of standard cardstock in half and make sure that that's creased with my bone folder. And then I'm going to just cut it with my trimmer, and you'll get 2 top fold cards with 1 piece of paper. So all of my cards are top fold cards. I'm going to go in with just some glue runner, and I'm going to adhere the cardstock directly to the white card base. It's so simple to make clean and simple cards, but by adding this pop of color, it just gives it so much more detail. So I have that glued directly onto the cardstock, and then I'm going to use some foam tape for the top panel. I like using foam tape. I've mentioned this on my other videos as well for that top card. It just adds some dimension, and especially when you're doing just a simple or clean and simple card, it really adds a lot of detail because you do have that top panel raised up, but it's not too bulky. So I'm just going to go and line it up. This is also great if you're not the best at layers because you have some time to reposition before you press down and have it where you can't move it anymore. So you do have some room there. For the little tiny headphones and those other musical instrument pieces, I'm using foam tape as well. And it's fun because for this, I'm going to position the ephemera piece in different areas. So even though I'm using the same items to make these 3 cards, they're all different. I'm using a different colored cardstock, a different instrument, and on one of the cards I have a different sentiment. So just because you're making something that's clean and simple like this, it doesn't mean that they all have to be the same. You can mix it up. So these are my finished cards. I went in with a bright color for each one of those back layers. So I have like a green, a pretty coral color, and then that aqua. And then just to complete it, I'm using these iridescent heart rhinestone or crown jewels from Maker Forte. And I'm just simply putting a little tiny glue dot, one of the little sticky ones on the back, and I'm using my Maker Forte picker tool to just kind of position them on the card. Since I did use a different sentiment on this one, I did put the heart after the heart word, which I thought was really cute as well. And I think that little gem or rhinestone adds so much detail. There's sparkle, it has an iridescent color, and again it brings in more shimmer, and I love it. I love how it all came together, and the music's theme is so fun, and it would be great to send really to anyone, especially if you have someone who really enjoys music or maybe someone who plays a musical instrument. So these are my cards. I hope you guys enjoyed and found some inspiration. Definitely check out the Hedgehog Hollow, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.